doing?
Great. Kristyn here with PopCultureMadness.com and ConcertBlogger.com with Leigh from Pop Evil. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me on.
What's up? How have you been?
It's been amazing. Gearing up, the excitement for the new record. That's the big thing on the Pop Evil tour bus these days. It's just getting ready and preparing behind the scenes, practicing, rehearsing nonstop, and in the middle of all that, playing nonstop both. So Madhouse. It's fun.
So how long was the recording process for Onyx?
It was quicker this time. We did the whole record, I think, in a month, and then we mixed it in a month, and it was incredible. I didn't think it was possible, but we came in there with a sense of focus. We were very driven, and the guys just really grinded. Everyone was very supportive of each other, and we got it done in a month. It was insane. So that's a good sign. So hopefully we can keep crushing as future albums for us in the future. We know we can do it in a couple months.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been non-stop for you guys.
It really has.
It just seemed like, War of Angels was out, and then boom, right into this one. So
right. And it's just, that's this industry this day and age. You can't afford to really, go home. I mean, if you go home, take too much time off, bills don't get paid. So it's so important to make sure you're on top of your game in the quickest, form that you can be. So it was important for us to go in and make sure we, got the job done and didn't waste time playing around in the studio. So again, I didn't think we'd be able to get it done that quick, but we did. We pulled it off, so it was incredible.
So how's the chemistry with the lineup now?
I think it's better than it's ever been. And which is weird because with this lineup at one point we were all thinking, wow, how are we ever going to get to where we were, and how are we going to really gel? And man, God works in mysterious ways, and here we are, kind of better than the band's ever been, especially personally. Everyone's very supportive and willing to help each other out. Where I think in the early days we were just kids, so we were all just kind of in our own shells. We'd all go to our own bunks. It was all new to us. And now everyone's very supportive and try to stay healthy, and a lot less partying. We're more focused about the music this run, and it's the way it should be. And we don't feel like the freshmen on the block anymore. Okay. So we're excited.
No, you're not.
And we're not. Right. I remember when we were trying to get one album. Now 3 albums in. Who would have thought? So I feel very humbled and very blessed to be where we're at. And but there's a sense of urgency that comes even with our first single, Trenches. It's that's kind of the mentality of the band. It's we just want to fight and dig our way out of these trenches and prove that we're a band that can help bring rock back to the mainstream. That's our goal.
It needs to be. So I always say too, people that say it's dead have obviously not come out to a festival or come out to a show, because it is totally alive and well, and
I agree. We're living proof, so get your booties out. Go down.
So, Trenches is doing quite well. I still get excited when I hear you guys on the radio, because it's great, and I don't
think I've really heard on the radio yet. We've been touring, so I haven't really got to hear it. So,
well, MMR in Philly is playing it. So.
Love MMR.
But can you tell me about some of the other tracks on the album?
Yeah, we really try to be honest, with these songs, and lyrically, I really tried to push some envelopes and things. I, take some risks with some songs, and I guess that I wasn't willing to write in the past, and just to really dive in again. The first 2 records, we felt like we were really being told what to do in a way, and now this record, for the first time in our career, we were being the ones telling, how it was going to go down and what we wanted from this album, and it feels like for the first time in our career, this is the first record that we've really were able to really control our own destiny and try the things. Because of the success of the first 2 records, we were finally in a position to take the chances and do the album we always wanted to do.
That's great. What I've always loved about your music is the honesty, within the lyrics and the writing. Is it, how difficult is it though, from an artist's perspective, to put so much of yourself out there?
Yeah, it's always difficult. Especially when you have success at radio or with your fans, you want to try to. We didn't want to regurgitate 155 and Monster You Made. We already did those songs. We want to explore different sounds, different tones, and lyrically, I wanted to push myself further than I've ever gone before, and just to give myself a product and something fun that we could really bring to the live show, and those gaps that we felt like where our stage show might be lacking. And that was one thing when we were recording this record that we hadn't thought about in the past, was making sure that the live show was never too far away from our thought process. So that was interesting.
So it's got to be difficult for you guys now to craft a set list with so much material.
Yeah, well, now we're trying to make sure we learn them all and get them as good as we can play them right now. We're still in the rehearsing process, but it's your catalog's just tripled, and that's a fun thing. But it's also you have fans that love some of your older stuff, and you want to make sure that you can respect them, but at the same time do what you need to as a band to grow and play the songs, retire old songs, and bring in some new ones to really take people on a journey when they see a Pop Evil show from start to finish. We take you on a roller coaster, and that's what we want to do on this next set list, on this next tour, and that's a work in progress. So we want to kind of, right now we're trying songs out, we're trying different things in rehearsal, and really trying to find the right blend between the old material and the new material. And that's something that's new for us.
Oh, well, it's got to help keep it fresh for you guys a little bit too. Definitely. And keep it interesting.
Definitely.
I mean, what's cool too is, you guys played, festivals like Trespass America last year, which was heavy as hell, and then what's great is you could play the more, radio rock, top 40 rock band shows, and also, get down and dirty with like hardcore metal.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Do you guys have one that you prefer over the other?
Well, I think that, no, it's incredible. Someone would have told me last record that we would have toured with Three Doors Down and Five Finger Death Punch on the same album.
Exactly.
Cycle. I would have been like, you're kidding me. But, that's, I think, a testament to our band and, what we've always wanted to do. It's like we have an ability to be able to stay true to our acoustics, but also, cranking up our guitars and making sure we can have our heavy element as well. And that was an incredible tour. I mean, we just love playing for fans that want to listen, especially rock fans that, are willing to be open-minded to new music. And I think that with the Trespass Festival, Trespass America was so key, because hopefully it'll inspire more metal and rock bands to kind of team up. I think that the more we stop the competition and start, collaborating, I think that that there create so many more opportunities can come about, and again, will help more people be aware of metal and rock and the influences that both genres share, but of course the differences as well. And I think those differences are what make the two genres so unique. But when you kind of marry the two of them, it's awesome to be able to see so many different bands that are all talented, but to be like not just sold in one genre the whole time. It's nice to be able to, again, take people on a roller coaster. And if there's more metal fans that night, then they appreciate some of the metal bands. And if there's some more rock bands that night, they appreciate the rock bands. But I think the more that you see those collaborations kind of happen, I think the better for both formats.
Of course, that's what's so great about these festivals. I mean, you guys have a couple of them coming up this summer. So you've got Rockville, Carolina Rebellion, Rock on the Range this year.
Yeah,
so
a lot of them. So we're excited for them. I mean, we always have the joke once this time of year. It's almost like festival season. It's the best time for any band, So can't wait.
So what's your plans for after that? After festival season's done,
Non-stop touring. We're just going to keep grinding and push this record full speed ahead, and just see where it takes us. Right now nothing's booked for fall, but I know we're going to dive into that and just really hit the tour circuit hard right till around Christmas, and then come back, push, and strong into the new year as well.
Nice. Well, I love the art of the music video. So is there any plans for any of that?
Yeah, we just shot 3 music videos in Sweden. We went to Sweden to shoot them, and we just wanted to do something different. The band's starting to, little by little now break worldwide, so we're excited to kind of include our international fan base. And, Sweden was the first country that really embraced us, so we wanted to make sure that, we gave them some love, but also giving our American fan base back at home some visuals that they wouldn't see anywhere else in the world. So, we shot in Gothenburg, which is just one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. So it was incredible to kind of, get the city involved and get the landscape involved, and can't wait. I mean, I haven't even seen them yet either. Actually, when you watch this, maybe I will have seen them, but at this point, I haven't even seen them. So they're still in the editing process, and we look forward to what the managers and the label and the band have planned as far as the release. But you'll be able to find all that on our .com, on the Facebook, on our Twitter, on the Instagram. So we'll let you know all that stuff as it happens.
All the social media.
All the social media outlets that are. So it's we're excited though. I mean, it's definitely a different thing for us to be able to have 3 videos shot before the album's out. Normally, it feels like we've always been playing catch up. we've had the issues with past labels. And first album, we were still demoing and remixing, remastering, and then we got a record deal. So it feels good for the first time in our career to finally be at all cylinders with the powers that be, managers, labels, band. Everyone's on the same page. So it's definitely a different experience for the band, and hopefully it'll be beneficial for us all.
Absolutely. So do you personally have any big plans for release day on May 14th?
We're playing the CD release show on the 17th with Seven Dust, so that's exciting, back in our hometown. So as far as the release day, I know we have a show on the 14th. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly where it is, but we're just the big plans is we're going to Best Buy or somewhere and we're buying our own copy. We're gonna embrace it and give ourselves a moment to reflect that hey, whenever you can put together a record that's out. I mean, that was why we got into the business in the first place, was to make music and the dream of having it in stores. So we're gonna just make sure we embrace that moment and prepare ourselves emotionally for the long tour haul that the Onyx tour cycle will bring. So we're ready to rock.
That's great, and it's actually a very good point to make on Record Store Day today. Yeah. So
exactly,
that's great.
Right. That's right. Record Store Day indeed. So we're just excited about this record, man. We feel like it's our best work yet, and we feel that it's the best showcase of the identity of the band, and especially where we want to take this band in the future. So can't wait for you guys to get exposed to it.
Great. Well, we're definitely excited, and thank you so much
you
for speaking to me again.
Oh,
and hopefully
always.
Better catch up with me at these festivals this summer.
Absolutely. I'd love to, for sure.